السؤال اللي بعده: ما معنى أن ديننا دين العدل وليس دين مساواة كما أشرت في إحدى مقالاتك؟ ممكن توضيح ذلك من خلال علاقة العبد مع ربي سواء كان رجل أو امرأة. غريب هذا، يقول كما وضحت في أحد مقالاتك. طيب وضحت في المقال، يعني كيف لم يفهم من المقال؟
معنى هذا العربية.
طيب معلش قل.
ايش ما معنى؟
ما معنى أن دين دين عدل وليس دين مساواة كما أشرت في أحد مقالات، كما أنا أشرت يعني.
The question says that what did you mean that our religion is a religion of justice but it's not a religion of equality as you have mentioned in one of your lectures.
أنا وضحت في المقال ولا يمكن الآن أوضح كما وضحت في المقال، لأن المقال التحرير يستطيع الإنسان أن يوضح أكثر.
The Shaykh says in a statement that I have mentioned is like you have your time and there is a lot of details involved.
فإذا قرأت المقال ولم تفهم التوضيح فالله عليه الآن لم تفهم مني، ولكن سأقول.
So now it says if you read in what I have wrote is a long thing and you still didn't understand, I don't think you're going to understand. I'm not going to make you understand in this little bit of time, but I'm still going to say this.
هناك كلمة شائعة بين المسلمين أن الإسلام دين المساواة.
There is now this religion, this statement that is well known in this way among the Muslims. They say that Islam is a religion of equality.
وهذا ليس في الكتاب والسنة أن الإسلام دين المساواة.
And this is not in the Quran or in the Sunnah.
وإنما الإسلام دين العدل.
Rather, what is found in our religion, that Islam is a religion that is built upon justice.
والعدل أن تعطي كل ذي حق حقه.
And the justice is that you give everyone that which they deserve.
فحقوق الناس تختلف تتفاوت.
So the rights of the people vary according to the people themselves.
نضرب مثال على الجار.
For example, we give you an example, the neighbor.
فالجيران ثلاثة.
The neighbors are three categories.
جار له ثلاث حقوق عليك.
One neighbor, he has three rights over you.
وجار له حقان عليك.
One neighbor has two rights over you.
وجار له حق واحد عليك.
As one neighbor, he has only one right over you to fulfill.
هم كلهم جيران.
All of them your neighbors.
لكن لا يتساوون في الحقوق عليك.
They are equal as related to the rights that they have over you.
فالذي له ثلاث حقوق عليك هو الجار القريب المسلم.
As for the one who has three rights, the first right, he's your neighbor, and he is a Muslim, and he is your family member.
فله حق القرابة.
So the first right he has, being a family.
وله حق الإسلام.
And the other right, he's a Muslim.
وله حق الجوار.
And the third one, he's your neighbor.
أما الجار المسلم الذي ليس بقريب، ليس بينك وبين قرابة نسب.
As for when you have a neighbor that he's a Muslim but he's not your family,
فله حقان.
he has two rights over you.
حق الإسلام وحق الجوار.
The right being a Muslim and the other right being your neighbor.
وأما الجار الكافر الذي ليس بقريب وكافر.
As for the neighbor who is a disbeliever and not a family member,
فله عليك كم حق؟ واحد حق الجوار.
he has only one right over you, that he being your neighbor.
فالأحكام تتفاوت من شخص إلى آخر.
So the rulings and the regulations varies from a person to the other.
فالمسلم تختلف أحكامه عن الكافر.
So now the Muslim has rulings and regulations that differs than the disbeliever.
في الإسلام لو أن مسلما قتل كافرا لا يقتل به.
So now in Islam, if a Muslim kill a kafir, a disbeliever, he's not to be executed for that.
يعاقب بعقوبة يراها الحاكم مناسبة، لكن لا يقتل مسلم بكافر.
He's punished as related to what the judge ruled, but most definitely is not to be executed.
بينما لو قتل مسلما يقتل به.
But now if the Muslim kill a Muslim, he to be executed.
وأيضا لو كنا في بلاد المسلمين والحكم للمسلمين وقتل كافر مسلما فإنه طبعا من باب أولى يقتل به.
And also if we were in the land of Muslim and the rulings for the Muslims and a disbeliever killed a Muslim in the land of the Muslims, he'd be executed as well.
المرأة لا تخرج إلا بإذن زوجها.
Now another thing, the woman should not leave her house without the permission of her husband.
ولا تسافر إلا بإذن زوجها.
And she does not travel except with the permission of her husband.
ولا تسافر إلا مع ذي محرم.
And she does not travel except with a mahram.
هل كذلك الزوج؟
Is it the same for the husband?
إذا كان بالمساواة إذا كذلك
So
الزوج.
if this religion is based on equality, so the husband likewise.
فلا يخرج إلا بإذنها.
The husband should not leave the house unless he gives permission from his wife.
ولا يسافر إلا بإذنها.
And he should not travel unless his wife gives him permission.
ولا يسافر إلا مع زوجته.
And he should not travel except that his wife is with him or a mahram.
لا يجوز المرأة أن تصوم تطوعا وزوجها حاضر غير مسافر إلا بإذنه.
Another example here also, a woman is not permissible for a woman to fast the nafil, supererogatory fast, except with the permission of her husband if he's with her.
بينما الرجل يصوم من غير أن يستأذن زوجته.
As for the man, he can fast. He doesn't have to ask her for permission.
وكل أحكام هكذا اختلف العالم عن الجاهل، الكبير عن الصغير،
Likewise,
المسلم عن الكافر. حتى رب العالمين يقول يقول هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون؟
Likewise, now we can apply this on. There is a difference of rulings. Like the rulings pertaining to the scholar is not like the ignorant, the elder, the youth. Allah subhanahu wa taala says, are they equal, those who know and those who don't know?
أن الله عز وجل أمر ببر الوالدين.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us to be kind and dutiful and nice to our parents.
ولما سئل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من أحق الناس بحسن صحابتي؟
And when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was asked, what is amongst the people who are the one that they have to be the one they have to be nice to first?
ماذا قال عليه الصلاة والسلام؟
What the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam answered was,
قال أمك.
he says, your mother.
قال قلت ثم من؟
So the man says,
قال أمك.
who after? He says, your mother.
قال ثم من؟
He says, then who after her?
قال ثم أمك.
The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, then your mother.
قال ثم من؟
Then he said, then who come after her?
قال ثم أبوك.
Then after that is your father.
هل هذا مساواة؟
This is equality now.
الأم لها حق أكثر من حق الأب.
He says, see, your mother have more rights over you than your father does.
يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله حرم عليكم عقوق الأمهات.
Also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah has made forbidden for you to be undutiful to your mothers.
معلوم أن المحرم عقوق الوالدين.
And also we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it forbidden for a person to be undutiful to his parents.
فلماذا يقول النبي في هذا الحديث بالذات الله حرم عليكم عقوق الأمهات؟ لماذا؟
But why now in this text is specify the mothers?
ها. لأن الأم عادة يستضعفها الأولاد.
He said why? Because usually the mothers, the kids, they kind of like deal with her in an easy way than they deal with the father.
والآباء عادة أقدر على الأبناء من الأمهات.
And usually the parents, their children respect them more than the mothers.
جاءت الوصية في الأمهات أكثر.
So that's why this advice was pertaining to the mothers more than the fathers.
ولو أخذنا نضرب الأمثلة لا طال فينا المقام.
And if we continue to bring you these examples, we will stay here for a long time.
الاستشارة من يستشير الحاكم؟ في الاستشارة من يستشير الحاكم؟
Now to seek advice, who will seek the ruler advice?
يستشير أهل الحل والعقد أصحاب الرأي.
So the people of knowledge, that's the one that you seek their advice.
لكن انظر إلى الأنظمة الكافرة الديمقراطية ماذا تفعل؟
But look now at the laws in the disbelieving countries, what they do.
والذي ابتلي به حتى المجتمعات الإسلامية.
And even some of the Muslim countries now they are affected by this.
أنهم لا يعدون ما في الرؤوس، يعدون الرؤوس ليس ما داخل الرؤوس.
So now they don't care about what's in the head, but they count the head.